Welcome back and thanks for tuning in. I'm Nick, and this is Super Simple Security Principles, where we talk about digital security principles that are easy to understand no matter your skill level. We are part of the I Hate Passwords Digital Self Defense Academy, or IHP Academy for short. Today, we have episode 20, Signal, a safe and private communication app. As always, joining me, our Master Guardian, Makane. I love Signal. Here's why. I am a private guy. I'm a huge introvert who deals with paralyzing social anxiety. I hate being sold. Even more than being sold, I hate, and I mean hate, when spammers invade my personal space. Nothing ticks me off more than when they take me away from my safe space. My phone should be my phone, not a marketing device. I never even turn my ringer on even anymore. I just leave it on silent all the time. Late last year, I did make some improvements. I took my phone off Do Not Disturb for the first time in years. That's how I avoided all the junk. Signal changed that. Previously, I'd rather miss or be delayed in my response than deal with the marketing crap. With Signal, that won't be the case. No noise. That's just one reason why in today's episode we are talking about an app that actually cares about your privacy. Thank you, Signal. All right, we've had a few of my thoughts. Let's turn our time to our Master Guardian, Makani. What reasons can you give our listeners so they run and download the app themselves?
Well, short answer, there are a ton of them. Signal is just so different from everything else out there. It's not owned by any of the big tech companies. It's not even a regular business. It's a non-profit charity that you can actually donate to. And it is freely available to anyone, but they don't do that by serving you ads or exploiting your data. They rely on donations. How many online services do you know of who survive on donations? That's just a quick peek into my long list of reasons. Now, for the rest of the episode, I forced myself to narrow it down to just 3 reasons so we can dive a little bit deeper into each one of those.
Perfect. Signal is not paying us or compensating us in any fashion for this episode. All right. What's the first reason you like Signal, Makani?
No strangers, meaning you can guarantee that no strangers can ever even request to talk to you if you want. That means no spam, no junk, no noise. Even more importantly, no scam attempts or phishing attacks. It's a critical piece to providing a safe place to communicate, and unfortunately, it's often overlooked. It's completely missing in email and even in many messaging apps, which is why I want to highlight this feature today. I feel like it's kind of a symbol of Signal's commitment to security and privacy. And it may sound like a small thing, but it has huge implications, and Signal recognizes that.
Finally, a place where I communicate with people I know and those strangers stay just at unwanted contacts. That's a huge reason to use Signal alone. What other reasons do we love Signal?
So the whole point of it is to provide a safe and private place to communicate. And they deliver on that. When it comes to digital security, there are a lot of confusing words that get thrown around: end-to-end encryption, open source. And let's not forget, when they start talking about privacy, try reading a digital privacy policy sometime. For most people, it's hard to even understand what most of the claims mean. What does it mean when they say it's a safe and private place to communicate? And who knows if they can believe the sales hype. So here's my simple explanation of what Signal offers. Signal can't spy on you, and neither can anyone else. There are very few digital services that can say that truthfully.
Does it ever bother you when someone watches over your shoulder what you're doing? especially if you didn't give them permission. There's way too many apps out there that are listening to us, recording us. I want a private place to communicate. What's the last reason you have to use Signal?
The last one is that it's easy to use. And I've tried, I'd say, over 20 communication apps over the years, trying to find one that could offer real security, but I also wanted to find one that's user friendly. And unfortunately, that's an extremely challenging combination to find. But thankfully, Signal has pulled it off amazingly well. They provide safe, private, and user friendly text messaging, voice calls, and video calls.
Once I became familiar with Signal, it became an app I've helped many friends and family members install. It just works, period. It's safe, private, and it really is easy to use. For those reasons, for me, it's the best choice for a communication app, period.
Thanks, Nick. And hearing you say that it's easy to use also helps make me feel a lot better. That's why we did this episode. I want everyone to have a safe, easy way to communicate. And I really feel like Signal provides that.
Okay, we've reached that time. What's our call to action?
Install the Signal app on your phone. And yes, specifically, I'm saying on your phone, because Signal is a little bit unusual in this regard. They require you to have a phone number and to install the app on your phone before installing it on any other devices.
Okay, that's our super simple show today. If you're enjoying the podcast, you'll love our Security Dojo, the best place to level up your digital defenses. Makani will guide you every step of the way. To find out more, visit helpmegetsafe.com. You can also find the link in our show notes. Thank you for joining us and make it a great day. Bye-bye.